welcome back to my channel. This is Fantasize and welcome. If you're new here, hi, how are you? Don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom. Make sure to click the notification bell so every time I'm uploading a new video, you are notified. We are towards the end of my Best of Beauty 2024 into 2025. Yeah, I know I took too long. But of course, I've been having all these health issues and so forth. But they have transpired and they are gone. So now we're just going to go through the flow on this very quiet, yes, recording on a Tuesday. And not just any Tuesday. It's Fat Tuesday here in Louisiana. And the weather is bad. The weather is real bad. So I didn't go to New Orleans this year because they had shortened all the parades and everything, baby. But that's all right. Because by the time this video go up, Mardi Gras will be long gone. Okay? Long gone. So yes, I am going to continue my Best of Beauty. We are towards the end. I just have this brand and one more brand to bring you guys. And that last brand is always a black owned makeup brand, and I already know what that black owned makeup brand is going to be, but we're going to focus on today's brand. And this is the first time I'm bringing this brand with my 7 days of makeup looks now into just Best of Beauty 2024 into 2025. I've never brought this brand to you guys before, so this is my very first time that this brand is part of my 7 days of makeup looks slash Best of Beauty. So let's recap for everything I've done so far. So we kicked it off with NYX, then we have Huda Beauty, then Elf. Who else did I done? Oh, after Elf was L'Oreal, and after L'Oreal, it's Fenty. So now we are on number 6. So who's number 6? So everything I'm bringing for you guys today, this is everything one size beauty. Okay, yeah, just like Huda Beauty, everybody talking about one size. Everybody is talking about one size beauty. So I have some one size beauty for you guys, and I'm going to try out a product for you guys that I have not brought to you yet. Been had it. I had too long tried it out. I got thoughts. So yes, everything I'm going to be bringing for you guys is one size beauty. It probably is one of the most talked about brands in 2024, and it's still being talked about today, right now in 2025. What do you not know about one size? There is a couple of things I don't have from them, but the vast majority I do have. So come on. Let's continue on with this Best of Beauty featuring one size beauty. As always, I do have my handy dandy mirror with me. First is primer. I had to make a choice because I got 2 primers from One Size Beauty. I got two. I got that original primer that he came out with, that matte primer. Now I was scared about a lot of his products because if you don't know, Patrick Star loves full size and is also oily, so he definitely goes for a lot of matte looks. So his primers are matte. So I had to do kind of an eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one do I choose? So I decided to choose this one. And I don't have my glasses on because I do believe Secure the Sweat. That's what this is. This is the One Size Beauty Secure the Sweat face primer. I have worn this primer a couple of times, and I do like this primer. Even though I do have dry skin, Patrick Star has oily skin, I do like this primer a lot. I have worn it a couple of times. Sometimes I tend to forget I have it because I do have my staples that I really do love to use. This is the consistency of it. If you're not familiar with it, I do smell scent from what I remembered. I did wear this primer in the summer. Last summer, I believe I wore this. And it wasn't bad on me. Because again, because I have dry skin, I have to be careful with some of these products. Because a lot of products that are for people for oily skin, and a lot of the products are matte. A lot of matte products do not work for my skin. This primer, on the other hand, it does work for my skin. And I'm also careful with scent. And I do know a lot of Patrick Star stuff has scent in it. But it's just one of those times the scent doesn't bother me. Now, there are products that have scent in it. It does bother me. It does. This does not bother me. I do like this primer. Yeah, I really do like this primer. And if you are hearing anything on the outside, the weather is turning pretty bad. So I'm trying to hurry up and film content for you guys. Hopefully I keep power, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is the primer. That is the wind that you are hearing outside. That wind has really, really picked up. Okay, here is what it looks like. It is kind of tacky on me a little bit, and that's fine. I'm good with that. With the kind of the tacky layer. I'm not gonna mess with it too much because it looks like it's beating up on me for some reason. I don't remember this beating up on me before. Maybe I should have wore the other primer. Next is foundation. Now I do have the One Size BB cream because that's what they came out with first, was the BB cream. And that BB cream, super full coverage. Just a little bit goes a very long way, just a little bit. But of course, I decided to come out with foundation. So this is my first time bringing the foundation for you guys. I have had this foundation for the longest time. I've had this for the longest time. I just opened this foundation a couple of weeks ago. I just opened it and I've had it for quite a while. I got thoughts on this foundation. I have thoughts. I do have thoughts. I cannot see the shade that I have. This is what I have because of course I do not have my glasses on. I don't even know if it's upside down, right side up. I can't even see. Let's talk about this foundation. A lot of people like this foundation. This foundation, if you have not tried it, and if you're a person like me that is not into super full coverage, this is super full coverage, just like the BB cream. The BB cream is super full coverage, but I know how to make full size foundations work. Cause I know how to make that BB cream work for me, even though that thing is super thick and super full coverage. This sucker is super full coverage. I initially applied this with a sponge. Baby, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. So I'm going to try it with a brush this time because I think I just need a little bit. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this right here might be a little too much. I think I'm just gonna put it in just these areas right here for now. And I am going to use a brush. This initially, I'm gonna pat it in. This initially looked too light for me. It's a little too light, but it did end up working out. Yeah, I think. And I'm not swiping. I'm just gonna pat it in. Yeah. This is what it looks like. And yes, this is full coverage. And you see with just what I put on there, you see how much it covered, right? See how much it covered. So I'm just gonna pat on this side. I'm gonna bring it on my chin, so I might add a little bit more because when I put this on, I put it in my regular, what I call 4 areas. Man, it was like I couldn't control it. I really couldn't control it. And yeah, I wore this. I ended up not wearing this. My husband and I were preparing for a party. A coworker of his just celebrated her birthday. She had a birthday party, and we were invited. And I wasn't sure if I was going to wear this foundation. Yeah, that primer is peeling on me. My skincare must not. Yeah, I am starting to see that primer. I don't know if you can see right in here. That primer is not working for me. It's beating up. And I'm wondering if it's dealing with, if it's not agreeing with my skincare. And I'm wondering if that's the case. I don't think it's agreeing with my skincare. because this sucker is beating up on me. Yeah. This is beating up on me. I hate to do this. I'm going to switch primers and then put this back on. So hold on, guys. All right, guys, we're gonna start over because I've never had that happen where it just beat it up to where the whole entire foundation was beating up and it was peeling the foundation. So I got my other One Size. This is the Secure to Blur primer. So I am gonna try my Secure to Blur primer. I've never had that happen before, and I want to say, did I try it with that primer before? No, I had another primer. I had a completely different primer, and I know what primer I used. So let's try this primer. So I'm a little surprised at that it beat it up the way that it did. Oh Lord. I'm almost out of this. Okay. I've been using this. I'm almost out. Oh Lord, I have been using this. I'm almost out. And y'all, I have been realizing I have so much makeup back there. I also didn't know I was running out of makeup. Because I have some products I'm either completely out of or almost out of. Okay, let's do, yeah, because some of that had beat it up and fell here. So I'm just going to, yeah, okay, so we're going to secure the blur, just so. Let's try this again on the forehead. Okay, I'm going to try that again. Because if it beads up again, I know which primer to use. Because it worked really well with the foundation. Okay, so we're going to use that one. So now we're going to start over again with the One Size foundation. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do this side. I'm going to do some right here. Do some here. 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 As that wind is just steady picking up. Oh my goodness. That wind is picking up. I'm going to pat it in again. Yeah. All right, that's look like it's working so far. All right. And as y'all can see, this sucker is so full. Yeah, this sucker is so full coverage. It is super full coverage. Maybe I should have just did just the regular schmegular. Yeah, this is really full coverage. And I'm not into super full coverage like this, but this sucker is full coverage. As y'all can clearly see, I look like a painted mess. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I did not want this to go like this. But it has. I have to drag it. Okay, this is not peeling. So, okay, so this is better. It's not peeling. But she is really full coverage. Now, here are my thoughts on it. It does look a little light, and if I'm not mistaken, this sucker did oxidize on me. When I wore it before, it oxidized on me. It does look like it's not my color. I look so super light, but it did oxidize on me, and I didn't wear this much because I knew how to tone it down. That is going to be the biggest downfall for me, is the amount of full coverage. And I didn't like the fact that it didn't pair well with this primer. This One Size primer, it didn't pair well with this one. It paired better with the Secure the Blur primer. I'm not understanding that. I'm just not a person that's into super full coverage. And because this is looking a little light and I'm looking a little ghostly, contouring, you're gonna have to seriously do a contour. I do have a contour up here. It's not One Size, but I do have a contour up here. That is gonna be my one fall with this one is the super full coverage. Now, if you are a person that absolutely loves full coverage, by all means, you can enjoy this. This is a little too full coverage for me. A little bit does go a long way. This was my first time trying it with a brush. I've tried it, I'm applying it with a sponge. And even with a sponge, I went, oh Lord. So when I reapplied it again, I just lessened the amount that I put on, and it was just fine. It was absolutely totally fine. So now I'm trying it with a brush, and yeah, definitely is super full coverage. Okay, I don't know what I got going on right here. I got a little settling going on right here. I'm kind of not liking that settling that's happening. And I'm not swiping, I am patting it in. Yeah, I'm patting it in, trying to smooth it out. I may just use this sponge and smooth out and diffuse some of it. But again, it's not a bad foundation. I'm not understanding why it didn't pair well with the Secure the Sweat primer. It paired well with the Secure the Blur primer. I'm not understanding that, because now I'm not getting all that beating up that I was getting earlier right here. It's not, I'm not getting that like I was with before. And yeah, and the reason why I got this shade and it looks light on my face, because my chest is light. My chest is very light, so this shade is matching my chest a little bit. It might be matching a little, it's maybe a little off, but my face is darker than my chest. So I always match to my chest. That is going to be my one thing. I have to be very careful with how I apply this foundation, because this foundation is so super full coverage. I have to be careful with it, and I don't like it. Now again, if you're one of those people that love full coverage, that's going to be your girl. That is your foundation. That is your #1 foundation. And I also have to be careful with some of the settling. I'm getting the settling again right under here. I'm not liking the settling right here, and I am seeing some settling. It's settling like a little too fast for me. It is settling, and I don't like that. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna trust the process. We're gonna continue on with the makeup application. Next is concealer. I do have the One Size concealer. Here it is. It is a little lighter, but it's fine. So what I'm gonna do is, this is a new sponge. I ain't never opened it, so I'm gonna use this sponge to apply, or I may use, you know what? Might not even use that. I got my little powder puffs right here. I'm gonna use my little powder puff, and that powder puff is gonna help me kind of diffuse a lot of this that's going on right now, a lot of this super full coverage that's going on right now. So, ooh, yeah, I've been using this too, because okay, do I have any left? I just do the one swipe motion, put some here in the bridge of my nose and here. This is also a super full coverage concealer. The doe-foot applicator, this is what the doe-foot applicator looks like. So it's literally like for easy application. I am going to start, I'm probably going to start with the sponge. I'm going to start with the sponge, and I'm going to blend. I'm trying to look up, because I do have lines. I have what they call them, fine lines that I have, so it doesn't settle on my lines. And this concealer is also very full coverage. I really do like this concealer. I really do. I'm trying to work this concealer kind of fast. This concealer does dry down a little quickly for me, but it's still a very good concealer. Yeah, I think that worked out right there. I'm doing my reverse contour. Like that. Yeah, that did the trick right there. So here is the primer, foundation, and concealer. Yeah, there it is. Okay, the concealer kind of helped out a little bit. And I am trying to take some of that off. That did help. That did help. So I'm not going to use the puff but that did help. I'm just not liking what I see here. A lot of that settling. I'm getting a lot of settling right there. But I do like the concealer. I've always liked that concealer. The concealer is good. As you can see, something else I'm almost out of. I know it's almost out of concealer. Like, dang. Like, really? Okay, I didn't know I was wearing it like that, though. And see, y'all don't see me a lot of times, and I do wear makeup that when I'm not recording anything, I do wear makeup. Particularly when there's something going on, or like we're getting ready to get into our really busy travel season with my son's travel basketball. That's getting ready to come up. And then my husband and I do go on vacation a lot. We have kind of pushed our vacation back to the month of June, which is cool. And then plus I do wear makeup for when I'm singing in church. So I do wear makeup, which I'm going to bring on my original channel, my updated makeup look for when I do sing in church. So I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to bring it on this channel. Subscribe to the other channel, the original channel that I'm going to have linked in the cards above. So I need you to subscribe to that channel. Yeah, I'm not going to set my face just yet. I am going to go ahead and contour, but when I'm contouring with, it is not one size. So I am going to go ahead and contour right quick. All right, contour is done. So what we're going to do next? We're going to go ahead and set the face. So I know I don't have a pink powder. Everybody pink powder. I don't have a pink powder from one size, but I do have this trial size setting powder from a One Size. This is the dark deep shade that I have from One Size Beauty. I really do like this setting powder. I don't use it as much because, again, I have my staples that I really like, and this is a good powder. I just don't pick it up the way I would usually do like my other favorites. So if you're not new, you know one of my favorite setting powders is the one from Fenty Beauty, and another one is the Huda Beauty one. So I'm just gonna take it. I know I'm using this big old brush to put this little old thing here, and I'm just gonna brush it on. And literally I just made a mess with it on my hands. I literally just made a mess of this because I got a lot of it. But I am planning on getting a full size of this. I just don't know why. I know why, because I haven't finished this one. But I do plan on getting the pink powder. I do. Because initially I'm like, I don't know about that pink powder, y'all. I don't know. Because pink powder looks like it'll be too light for my dark skin. And I just put too much of this powder on. But I do know about this powder. These powders are very pigmented. Very pigmented. And I just turned myself a little darker using this powder. But we're going to fix it. 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 There we go. Get that. But I do like the setting powder from One Size. And the pigment on this is just that. Very pigmented. All right, so next I am going to continue with the rest of my face. I kind of use foundation powders as like a bronzer, but I'm going to use it to continue to set the rest of my face. This foundation powder from One Size Beauty, this is dark number 4 is what I have. I really like this. And I had to long pick these back up from One Size Beauty. So if you're not familiar with it, that is what it looks like. They do have that light or that white foundation powder shade that he recently came out with. I'm not gonna get that white one. I'm gonna stick with what I know. And if you're, again, not familiar with One Size Beauty, baby, he come with the pigment, okay? He come with the pigment. I'm just gonna take it and just blot all over my face to lock this in. And even that, this foundation powder, it is very pigmented. Very pigmented. Very pigmented. There we go. I'm still not liking this settling right here under my chin. I'm still not liking this. Still not liking it. Okay. Next is blush. Y'all. Do you have this? Do you have this blush trio? Do you, do I need to tell you anything about these blush trios? from one size. Do I need to tell you anything about it? I was wearing the snot out of these. I was wearing the living snot out of it. But of course, when other things come out, it kind of gets pushed to the side. Like I said, it was a lot of things I have recently gone back to and started wearing again. And I have started wearing this blush again. And when I wore it again, because I did wear this blush when my husband and I went to a birthday party a couple of weeks ago that I was telling you guys about. Yeah, I almost messed my face up because I forgot how pigmented these blushes are. It does come with a cream, and here's your blush, and this is more like a lighter blush slash highlighter shade if you want that blush highlighter look. And yeah, I've been wearing that because I want to say this is the shade I wore to the birthday party. I wore this because I kind of wanted that blush highlight look is what I was going for, and that's why I chose this. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this, but if you want the cream, which I've already set the face, so I'm not gonna do the cream and then the blush. I'm just gonna do only the blush shade. Which one is this? This is the shades. Again, I don't have my glasses on, so this is what I have. That's the shades. So again, I am gonna go in with this shade in the middle. Get my brush. So I'm gonna take my little brush here. I just need a little bit, and I think this might be too much. Yeah, it is too much. So a little bit of this blush literally goes a long way. I'm putting this more like cheek up to where my contour is, kind of like a sculpt look of the blush. That's kind of what I'm going for. So that's what I'm doing on here, and that's what the blush looks like, y'all. Yes. And I think I'm just doing too much, so I'm just gonna match what I have here on this side. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. And we have more on this side than I do on that side. There we go. So that's what we're looking like. He does not have a eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna need an eyeshadow palette. That's one thing you missing, Patrick. I'm gonna need an eyeshadow palette. I need an eyeshadow palette. That's all I ask for. Is an eyeshadow palette. I need my eyeshadow palette. But I'm not doing eyeshadow today. I'm not doing eyeshadow. But I am doing setting spray. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any? What? Excuse me? Huh? Oh, here. Do I need to say that? Yes, I know I have a, this is a travel size of this one size setting spray. I know it is. I know. And I'm almost out. I'm almost out. And if you're not familiar with the dupe, the absolutely very, very, very powerful dupe to this one size is the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. I'm almost out of that one too. I'm almost out of that too. I'm almost out of it. When I tell you this locks your makeup in place and it makes sure that your makeup don't go nowhere, it does make sure your makeup don't go nowhere. Which one did I wear that night? I think I wore the L'Oreal one because I was trying to save whatever I had left in here for this particular video. This has scent. If you have not worn this setting spray, it has scent. It has a strong scent. This scent, even though it is strong, it does not bother my skin. So, and when I spray this, I hold my breath. Yeah, it just went up my nose when I caught myself. Yeah, literally, I'm literally using the last of this. I am literally using the very last of this setting spray. That's why I didn't wear this on that night, because I knew I was doing this video and I wanted to save it for you guys. When I tell you I'm getting another can, I'm getting another one because I am planning a video, several videos on my original channel, which is a dupes video that I have never done, that is long overdue. I'm finally gonna do a dupes video. When I tell you, this stuff locks your makeup in place. I have worn this very setting spray for when I sing in church. I have worn this very setting spray. I've worn the L'Oreal one. And which the other one? The one I really do use is the one from Charlotte Tilbury. But I hadn't too long wore this for church. locks your makeup in place. When I tell you, you don't move, that makeup don't go nowhere. It don't go nowhere. And that's me after singing in church, rehearsal and everything with my makeup on, and I got this setting spray on, and sometimes we do tend to sweat afterwards. When I tell you, even though I sweated, my makeup didn't move thanks to this. It didn't move, baby. When they say this is hairspray for your face, this is hairspray for your face. And they not lying about that. When it locks your stuff in place, and it is awesome. Yes, I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm going to get me another can. I'm just going to get me a big one. That's all. But when I get the big one, I got to replace the one from L'Oreal too, because I'm almost out of that one as well. But when I tell you, chef's kiss with that setting spray. Chef's kiss. Absolutely love it. Next is mascara. I was wearing this mascara a lot. I think I need another one. This is the One Size Fantasize mascara. This does give a lot of volume. If you're a person like me and don't wear false lashes, you need a good lifting mascara. This is a pretty good lifting mascara. Yeah. I don't wear it as often like I used to, because there are a lot of drugstore mascaras that I really do like. My absolute favorite, I need to get another tube of it, which is the L'Oreal Luminous mascara. I also like the one from Milani. That one is also a good one, but of course those are drugstores. The one I really did like, I had to throw it out because I had used the living snot out of it, was the mascara from NYX. Wore the daylights out of that mascara. I have the babiest of baby lashes, y'all. The babiest of baby lashes at the bottom, but I got all the lashes at the top. So that's what my eyes look like with the mascara on. So I really do like this mascara. Next is lip. I know you have a lip liner. I believe you have a lip liner. I don't have that lip liner. However, I do have this gloss duo from One Size. I picked this up at Sephora is where I got this from. And this is the shade I have. I'm not sure what this, oh, here it is. This is what I have. I picked it up. This was a long while back when I picked this up. But this is like, it has the liquid lipstick on this side, and then it has a gloss on this side, and it is double-sided. So I did pick this up while I was at Sephora, and I was like, let me see what this looks like. This is a very good color. Again, I don't wear it very often. Yeah. Ooh. This is like a dark chocolate look, and it is a matte formula. I like it. It's going back into the 90s. Now I'm going to top this with the glitter gloss. Then you just untie, and then that's it. And the lip gloss, you can actually wear it by itself. This is it's a duochrome. It looks like it. I don't know if you can tell. The colors kind of shift a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but the colors do kind of shift. This should have been the lip I should have wore to that party. I should have wore this lip. I ended up wearing a red lip. But this the lip I should have worn. And you know, I looked at this and I didn't pick it up. I started to wear this and I didn't. Now I'm kind of regretting I should have just wore this. But then again, no, because the outfit I wore was red. I did have on red, so I had the red lip. But this is pretty, really, really pretty. All right, and that's it. This is the final look with makeup featuring One Size Beauty. My one hiccup is with the foundation. It is settling a little bit right here on the bottom of my chin. I'm kind of not liking that settling. But everything else, I'm a complete, utter fan of. I am a complete, absolute, utter fan of everything else. I just need a eyeshadow palette. That's all. I just need an eyeshadow palette. That's it. If I get me an eyeshadow palette, we really in business. And yes, I'm going to get me another one of them, that setting spray. So if you have not tried the setting spray or any of the products from One Size Beauty, I suggest you go and try it out. And again, if you're not a full coverage person like myself, you're just going to have to you have to manage it and just dot it on with as little, with as little foundation as possible so it can look very flawless. And as you can see, I was able to trust the process, and it did work out. It worked out just fine. So with that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.